Buenas tardes con todos. Les saluda Jenny Castillo, coordinadora del sector Proveedores y Tecnología de la Sociedad Nacional de Minería, Petróleo y Energía. Y a nombre de Minery Connect, la comunidad oficial de tecnología e innovación de la Sociedad Nacional de Minería, Petróleo y Energía, les damos una cordial bienvenida y nuestro agradecimiento por su participación en nuestro evento Oportunidades en el sector minero energético del Perú, que en esta ocasión organizamos junto a la Embajada Británica en Perú. Desde Minery Connect venimos trayendo muchas novedades a la comunidad minero energética del Perú y el mundo. Todo ello es posible gracias al valioso apoyo de nuestros patrocinadores y auspiciadores. Para conocer todo lo que venimos trabajando, los invito a sumarse a nuestra comunidad y a seguirnos a través de nuestra página web en www.minergyconnect.pe y en nuestras redes sociales en Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter e Instagram. Les recordamos que este evento tiene la opción de traducción simultánea. Las instrucciones para acceder a ella están apareciendo en este momento en sus pantallas. Y a todos quienes nos acompañan el día de hoy, queremos comentarles que estaremos atentos a sus consultas a través del chat preguntas y respuestas, las cuales serán absueltas al final de las exposiciones. Y para dar inicio al presente evento, quiero invitar a Luis Felipe Gil, gerente del sector Proveedores y Tecnología de la Sociedad Nacional de Minería, Petróleo y Energía, para que nos dé unas palabras de apertura y conduzca el desarrollo del evento. Adelante, Luis Felipe.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon and welcome. So sorry for the delay. We have some technical issues, but I hope that everything is okay now. I want to thank you for participating in our event. First, I would like to let you know that because we have a Spanish speaker audience, the presentation this time will be made in Spanish, for which you will have a simultaneous interpreter that you can activate in your application. I would also like to let you know that there will be a Q&A section at the end, which will be made in English. So I hope we can just talk later. Thanks again, and now let's carry on with our event. Buenas tardes. Es un gusto participar en esta conferencia internacional y contarles brevemente todos los esfuerzos que hacemos desde nuestro gremio a fin de acelerar el proceso de transformación de nuestra industria mineroenergética en el Perú. Como bien lo comentaremos más adelante, el Perú es un jugador importante a nivel mundial en la producción de minerales como cobre, zinc, plata, oro, entre varios metales. Los grupos económicos como Anglo American, Freeport, BHP, Billington, Shell, entre otros, tienen presencia importante en nuestro país. Es así que las buenas prácticas mundiales en la operación y tecnología son parte de nuestra industria y es por eso que iniciativas como el OI Scouting nos ayuda a acercarnos a proveedores serios y muy establecidos. Es así que la Sociedad Nacional de Minería, Petróleo y Energía, como gremio que reúne las principales, como gremio que reúne las principales empresas mineras, hidrocarburíferas, energéticas y proveedores de servicios que operan en el Perú, tienen como objetivo promover la innovación tecnológica entre nuestras empresas asociadas. Es por ello que desde hace más de 10 años contamos con un comité de tecnología e innovación que tiene la misión de canalizar iniciativas en esa línea y desde 2020 tenemos el Minery Connect, nuestra comunidad oficial de tecnología e innovación que tiene como objetivo conectar en un mismo espacio a nuestras empresas en el ecosistema de innovación. En ese contexto, con la finalidad de encontrar soluciones para nuestros dolores de nuestras operaciones en las empresas asociadas, el año pasado lanzamos nuestro primer programa de innovación abierta de alcance internacional, Minery Scouting, el cual ha tenido importantes resultados que detallaré más adelante y es por ese éxito que estamos realizando esta segunda edición. Para la industria mineroenergética, en un contexto tan dinámico y disruptivo como el que vivimos, es fundamental encontrar soluciones de rápida implementación, ágiles y que sean capaces de adaptarse a las necesidades del sector e integrarse a su operatividad en el menor tiempo posible. No quiero continuar sin mencionar a la Embajada Británica en el Perú, nuestra institución aliada, con la cual no ha sido posible este evento. Ahora quisiera invitar a Sara Banting, directora de Comercio de Inversiones de la Embajada Británica en el Perú, para que nos acompañe con unas breves palabras. Adelante, Sara.
Muchísimas gracias, Luis Felipe, and a very good morning or good afternoon wherever you are in the world. Thank you very much for inviting me here today to join this fantastic workshop. Thanks so much to the National Society of Mining, Oil and Energy, or SNMPE, it's not an easy one to say, and all of the companies from the UK, Peru and worldwide who are joining us today. It is a real pleasure to be representing the UK government in this way from the British Embassy in Lima to support you in this trajectory across the Minergy Scouting event. And I really need to recognise the fantastic work that SNMP have been doing in the organisation of the event in order to bring on board UK companies and to demonstrate what sort of challenges are out there and what opportunities therefore there are for UK companies to come in. For us, SNMP is a key ally in our search for a more modern, sustainable and inclusive mining and development of mining within Peru. And Minergy Scouting is a clear example of just how the members of the society are continuously looking to innovate and adapt in their processes and kind of making their pipelines more green and also adapting to international standards. So this event not only is a brilliant event to connect all of you, but it's also crucial in the further development of the mining and energy sector in Peru. And we'll be going through some of the really interesting opportunities in subsectors today. But there are areas such as operations, supply chain, sustainability, occupational safety and health, or areas that again there are challenges, and that's why we see them as representing opportunities. Myself and my team, along with the ambassador, last month we were able to attend the Mining Convention of Peru, which I'm not sure if many of you are aware of, but it is the largest mining convention in Peru, if not in the sort of this part of South America, where several UK companies were present and sort of representing and promoting their innovative solutions. And through that, we are sort of, as an embassy and as a government, really committed to participating in Minergy Scouting and hoping that we can reach out to as many UK companies as possible and make those connections. And that's because really for us, it's so important to be involved in the development of sustainable mining here. Peru is one of the, and you should probably all know this, but is one of the biggest global mining key players due to its access to raw materials and large mineral reserves. The UK is the largest foreign investor in Peru because of this, due to UK investment in mining. So that's why it's really important for us that we have a firm sort of continuous commitment to improve the way that extraction processes are done, and that we consider them to be as clean and safe and responsible as possible. And we also believe that companies themselves, and you are all committed to joining us in this sort of green agenda, and leadership at COP26 last year is an example of that, and the way that UK companies were represented there and sort of have been spearheading the way that we approach sustainable mining and using mining as a tool for growth it has been clear. We want to continue on with that, even though we've handed over the COP presidency. So I really hope that all of you take the opportunity today to understand sort of what challenges are out there, what opportunities are out there, and that your solutions, which are innovative and green and inclusive, are taken forward and considered, and that there are opportunities and potential wins for you out there as well. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much, Sarah. We are also very happy for the latest news that now Peruvian, we don't need a visa to go to UK. So I think that will strengthen the commercial relationship between these two countries. So we are very happy. So that's a great news for us, and there are going to be a lot of plenty of opportunities in different industry, and definitely in mining and industry, oil industry will be great. So now we are gonna jump for the presentation. Thank you very much, Sarah. I we have some technical issues with the interpreter, so I think it would be better if I deliver this presentation in English. So yeah, we are going to have a small presentation. The whole idea is to introduce you to our mining and oil industry, and then we're going to have a few minutes for Q and answer. Well, as you know, the SNMPE is the oldest association in Peru. Definitely, we include 4 big industries: the mining sector, hydrocarbons, energy, and in the last 2 years, we include providers as well. And we have more than 140 associates with us. Those associates are the most largest and important companies that they already have operation in our territory. Definitely, mining sector is probably the most important one. For us, definitely this industry is one of the most important economic sector in our country. So before talking about my associate, how they represent the industry, I will just talk a little bit about the importance on the mining and energy sector in Peru. I don't know if you know, but in Peru, it's a very big player in the production of different metals. We are at nowadays the second producer of copper and zinc, and the first producer also on zinc in South America. We have presence in 17 out of 24 regions in Peru. So we have plenty of operations. We have also operations here as well. So definitely for us, the mining sector is very, very important. And our industry represents almost 12% of the GDP. So definitely it's the most important economic sector in Peru. This is a very, very important for the private investment. Almost 23% of our private investment in Peru is represented by the mining and oil industry, and 17% of our total export are also explained by the industry. We can talk about how much resources we give to the government. And I think it's very important, the tax collections that the government has from our industry, and those resources are essential for different private poverty reduction policies. So like local governments, regional governments, national governments depends a lot about how the mining industry develop in the economy. Definitely they need us, and we need them as well to deliver public services. So the importance of the mining sector in Peru is essential, and I think in the coming years it will be even greater. So my associates, they are, as I mentioned before, the largest companies in Peru. And just an example, my associate, the 47 mining companies we have here in these associations represent probably 95% of the formal production around the country. And it happens the same in the other sectors. So they are big players, they are companies, they are constantly looking for modernize its operations. And after the COVID, definitely the rules change a lot, and now the innovation and technical solutions are essential for our productions. No, so the sector is in steady transformations, and along the path, the technology and innovation are key partners, because through this we can create value in our production change. So how we work, as I mentioned, we have 4 industries, and probably each industry have their own agenda. However, we have some work groups or committee, as we call it, that include all the industry, and one of these committee is the technology and innovation. We've been working in this committee for the last 12 or 13 years. Mostly the Director of Innovation and Technology are who run this committee, and we are constantly debating and promoting the culture of innovation within the industry. No. However, 2 years ago, with the COVID-19, our country decided to lock us down. I remember it was March 20, and this generates these different problems, because our industry needs to accelerate this transformation. We need to secure our remote work. And in that moment, our industry, we have companies that were better prepared than the others. However, this committee was a platform where the companies and associates help each other to find solutions, to find providers that can help us to address the problems that we were facing at the time. So basically, at the beginning of the COVID, we faced 5 major problems. The first one was to transport our workers that were in the mines to their homes, then provide tools and services to guarantee the remote work, maintain 100% of our operation with limited staff. Definitely, we have to work in biosafety systems, and this is one of the major issues still right now. But something that is very important to us in the latest month is protecting our system from cyber attacks. Now, cybersecurity is playing a major role for our industry. We know and we have experience from criminal organizations that they are attacking our system, ransomware in our IT/OT network. So this could be very, very risky for our operations in the future. And now the industry is looking for solutions, maybe at the industry scale, to provide services to our associates. So sum up, I think discussing with the specialists in my associates, we identify 5 sectors or 5 opportunities in terms of innovation and technology. I think the first one is connectivity. So we need to improve our communication capacity within the mines, but also with the communities that were really close to our operations. Communication, like it's a major issue for us. We need to have the capacity to collect information from every equipment that we have in our operations, and that can be achieved only through the connectivity. IoT automation, I think it's really important that we depend less and less from human work or try to reduce the human error. So we are looking for IoT solutions and telemetry. Biosecurity, I think is also one of the most important issues that we have to face every day. We need to guarantee the safety of our workers in the operation. So we also looking for ways to optimize the health conditions and continue and guarantee the continuity of the operations. As I mentioned, cybersecurity is also one of the major topics, but also analytics and machine learning. So if through connectivity we can collect data, if we are not able to process the data, if we are not able to process all the information and produce indicators to help us to take better decisions, it's effortless to work in connectivity. So analytics and machine learning is something that we are constantly looking for new solutions. So that's what happened through the COVID, but it was a very rough time for us. It was a very challenge, but we learned that only sharing information and working each other, we can help us to modernize our operations and control the risk of what was happening at the time. But also we realized that we need to talk with the whole ecosystem in Peru and not only with the associates. So in order to do that, what the committee launched was their platform. We call it Manager Connect, which is a platform where we are able to communicate our needs to the whole ecosystems that include maybe providers, startups, academia, professionals, and only through the collaboration all together, we are going to be able to find solutions that we can put in place in the short term. So Manager Connect is our brand, is under the umbrella of the National Society. And through the Manager Connect, we launch different events and spaces where we are able to discuss trending topics about our industry related with technology. So maybe one of the most important event is the TICAR, which is the like a big conference we launch every year. This year is going to be held on November 29th. It's going to be here in Peru. So if you have any representation of your company in Peru, we'll invite you to come to this event, because it's the event where my associates decided the agenda or discussed the technology agenda for the next coming year. So we have like a key speakers, and through these topics that we are defining, we have a discussion panel, and we start to share information and heads up about what we expected our industry. I don't want to spend much time talking about Cara. We are going to send the information through the chat room, but it's very, very important. It's an opportunity where providers can meet to the mining and oil companies that organize this event. But today, I just want to talk about the Manager Scouting, which is another initiative that we launched last year, where we try to connect my associates or my companies to tech providers, okay? But we are looking for providers who have already solutions that can be easily put in place in our operations. Maybe, or what is happening is like my companies, they are so focused on their operation, on the production, that they don't have much time for each one to look for good providers around the world. So what the National Society, through the Manager Connect, we are helping them to diminish the transactional costs to find good providers around the world. And now we are connected through this program, So the program is very, very easy to understand. It's like a typical open innovation program, like Manager Scouting. We, as an association, collect all the challenge from my companies. We collect all the challenge. We uploaded the challenge into our website, and through our key partners, as is the UK Embassy here in Peru, we try to have different conferences and workshops around the world and present this challenge to my companies, to the providers. After this, you submit your proposal, and then my companies decided to filter the proposal, and then we are going to have like a matchmaking phase where actually the provider and the company, they sit at the same table and co-create and understand much better how the solution could be put it in place. And then at the end of the matchmaking, there is going to be a final proposal, and my company will decide if they want to continue working with them. So for those companies that maybe they are exploring the opportunity to connect or to have a soft landing in Peru and land in Peru with like a contract or with like a client, I think in the Scouting is the program that you should participate, because I think maybe in less than 6 months or 7 months, you can have already a client working in its operation. So I think like we have different open innovation programs here in Peru. All of them are important and valid, but probably this is the most important program because we are working this program with the government. those three entities from the government are who are in charge of representing the mining sector, the Ministry of Production, the Ministry of Energy and Mines, and our commercial office institution from Peru. So we are working together because our main objective is to promote investment or foreign investment in Peru in our mining and oil sector. We work this through different embassies. We are working in with countries like Australia, South America, UK, Canada, US. So, because as I mentioned, Peru is a really big player in the world. We have the largest companies in the world working here, having operation and invested their resources to modernize our mines. So last year, reaching the end of this presentation, just want to share some insights about our first edition. We reach out 24 countries, 35 cities around the world. And some statistics, that are important to measure our success. Last year, we submitted 39 challenges in our scouting. 94 solutions were received at the end of the match of the conference. 27 solutions jumped into the matchmaking stage. 20 of them reach out the phase of submitted the technical and financial proposal. And right now, nowadays, 8 companies from the 94 solution are working right now with our associates. So in less than 6 months, as I mentioned before, they have like a opportunity to have a commercial relationship with maybe the most important clients in the most important industry in Peru. So this year we have 16 associates, companies that are participating in the Minergy Scouting program. We have mines, oil and energy companies, so they are very, very large right now for us. There are some other companies that they are sending me their challenge these days, so maybe we can just increase the number of companies that are participating in this scouting. We classify the challenge. We have it in 5 different topics. All this information, you can find it in our website. In the coming days, we are uploading some videos of each challenge where the company explain in details the needs they are looking for the providers. So we have a lot of information, so it will be easier for you. And about the schedule, we are going to have workshops where we are going to invite my companies to talk to you in a big conference. We are going to have this workshop in November and December, and we are going to receive the proposal by the end of January. After January, we are going to, with the committee and the companies, we are going to classify and we take the decisions who's going to pass to the matchmaking phase. So we have a lot of information in our website. The website is also in English and Spanish. You have some options to set like a meeting with us. If you need more information before the workshop that we're going to launch in the coming weeks, please feel free to contact us. The idea is you have all information available to let you prepare the best proposal by the end of January. So please, I think it's very important and it's a very essential program for us. And I would like to invite you to participate in this program because you have a lot of chances to get connected with the industry and get connected with the largest companies we have it here in Peru. So basically that is the presentation. I don't know, maybe if you have any other question, inquire, and I can help you. I don't have much information about the challenge. That I think like those questions we can just save it for the workshop in the future. But I mean, I'm more than happy to assist you in understanding the program, and please be welcome to get in contact with us. I don't know, maybe we can go back to Sarah. I don't know if Sarah, you have a final comments, insights for the audience. Otherwise, I go back to Jenny. Okay, Jenny, so thank you very much for the time. My team is already connected, so you can write your questions and inquiries to the chat room. Thank you very much for your time. So sorry for the technical problem we faced in this conference, and thank you very much and have a good day. Jenny, go back to you.
Ok. Muchas gracias, Luis Felipe, y también muchas gracias a Sara y a todos por su participación. No quiero despedirme sin invitar a todas las empresas proveedoras y startups que hoy nos acompañan a que participen de Minery Scouting y presenten sus propuestas de solución ante los desafíos que desde nuestro sector estamos planteando. Ahora en pantalla pueden ver el código QR a través del cual podrán entrar a la plataforma y conocer todos los desafíos. Asimismo, quiero aprovechar la oportunidad para comentarles que desde Minery Connect venimos organizando nuestro 13º Simposio de Tecnologías de la Información, Telecomunicaciones, Automatización y Robótica TICAR, evento de tecnología e innovación más importante organizado por las empresas del sector minero energético peruano, que tendrá lugar el próximo 29 de noviembre en Lima. Finalmente, no olviden seguirnos en nuestras redes sociales, en nuestra página web www.mineryconnect.pe. Muchas gracias a todos los que han participado en el día de hoy y les pedimos que estén atentos a nuestros próximos eventos, así como los próximos workshops que estaremos organizando en las siguientes semanas. Muchas gracias y nos vemos pronto.